All right, guys, what's going on? We're gonna get started. What's going on, team? Let's get it. We're gonna start this this Monday night Phenoms team call. And for those of you guys who are guests on here, welcome. And we're just gonna go through some announcements with our team real quick before we get into the main event. So we're pretty juiced up that we have a special guest speaker speaking tonight, and we're gonna get some really key nuggets and some key leaders that are building in the field literally right now with that Dream Giver savings card. So real quick, I'm just gonna share my screen and announce some announcements that's going on. So for those of you guys who know, my name is Lorenzo, and we're here from the out of the Napa Valley area, and we're just here to pretty much have a system that our new people will plug into. And those of you guys who are new this week that plugged in, you'll be able to see what we got going on here through this team call. And we want to build culture. We want to build a family where we have people plug it into this system so that they can learn more about our business, learn more about our culture, and learn more about what we do with World Ventures. So real quick, obviously you guys are real excited about the Dream Giver Savings Card. You guys are using that to build your business right now with massive momentum. It's literally plastic courage, and what we're doing with this is killing the game. That $100 savings card you can get at your next regional training event. Go online with your back office, you can pre-order it there. And trust me, guys, you do want to get and you do want to invest in your business with these $100 savings card. The next holidays are coming up. Halloween just passed. We were passing these out like candy to the parents. And Thanksgiving's coming around and Christmas is coming around too. So you can gift your family and friends this $100 savings card so that you can make their day. So quick announcements, new members and new member reps that came into the team this week. Lorna, Rosenda, Josefina, Mirna, Gigi, and Heidi. Welcome new members and reps to the team. They're really excited about the Dream Giver Savings Card. They're out of American Canyon, California. And congratulations to Lorna Walter for getting her fees waived. She got qualified. Now she pays no more monthly dues for her membership.
Wait, so Lorna actually got 4 in 2 hours. Crazy.
Yeah, so we did our first launch event. She wasn't even in yet, but she's excited. And also congratulations to Rosenda out of American Canyon for getting her first her first sale, her first member. And she got a $20 direct commission from that.
She's on the call right now. Woo!
Yeah, so she's on the call right now. So congratulations to Rosenda. So here's a real big thing, guys, in the North Bay and near the Napa Valley area. We're having that back-to-back events happening throughout the country right now. And these 2 top trainers from World Ventures are going to come out to our market, literally in our backyard in Suisun City in the North Bay, in the middle of Stockton, Sacramento, the Bay Area. And International Marketing Director Hariatu is going to come out and do a big shot meeting for us in Suisun, right off of Travis Air Force Base, if you guys know where that's at. And National Marketing Director Kelvin Pips KP is going to be in town as well. So we're super excited. We're going to pack the house out with people from the North Bay and all the Bay Area and the Northern California area. So the times are to be determined, but again, we're going to promote that event until it happens. So it's pretty dope. Those of you know, we're going to the Super Saturday down in San Diego with International Marketing Director Mary and Terry Camp. So there's going to be some special announcement there with the new phase 2 of the Dream Giver Savings Card. So be there if you can, drag your team there, and we're looking to have a successful event down there. For those of you guys who know about the regional training event, and Lance and Kailee will talk about that in a minute, but how important it is to go to the trainings and be around the culture and the top earners, the people who make the most money, people who are making thousands of dollars. They'll teach you the exact ins and outs of this business so that you can have the same success as you, as them. So right now online at www.wveventreg.com, you can get the tickets for $50. At the door is $60. So that's on December 7th from 9 to 5 p.m. And congratulations to Rosenda and Josephine for registering for their first regional training event because they're coachable and teachable. They want to get plugged into our system. Pretty awesome. Those of you guys who know that anybody that signs up from now until November 24th gets 3,000 Dream Trips Rewards credits when they sign up. So make sure you promote that to your new members right now. And those of you guys are coming to Arizona.
Woo!
Momentum in Arizona, where Atlanta, Kailee are from. Tickets right now, we don't know when the discounted tickets will go offline, but right now it's $149. Get your ticket right now if you want to make any type of money here, learn from the top income earners in the company. We're going to have a blast. We're going to have so much fun in the Arizona area with them, and we're going to be neighbors for a weekend with them. So again, we're putting on that team trip. If you guys want to take a screenshot of this, we're going to Jamaica in 2020 of June, which is pretty dope. Those of you guys on here, you guys are welcome to come because it's more fun with more people, right? All right, for the main event. So congratulations to Atlanta, Kailee. Just real quick, you know, they're part of the Team Unstoppable under Terry Camp, and they just qualified for what we call the Tier 1 Lifestyle Bonus, which is an extra $200 a month because they have $1,600 in volume in their business. So they are killing it. They are busting exposures left and right. They're always calling me, and you know, it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna get into it right now. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and get into the view. So Lance and Kailee, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. So real quick, I'm just a little bit about Lance and Kailee, guys. They're from the Arizona area, the greater Phoenix area. They're 20. They're gonna tell you this.
Like 25, 26. Right?
They're gonna tell you this. They're gonna tell you a story, but they're phenomenal leaders on Team Unstoppable. They're some of our bestest friends, believers in Christ, and they're just rocking this deal right now. They're gonna tell you their background and their story right now, but you know, we're so lucky to have them be a testimony to what they've had with their success so far. So we're just gonna leave it to them. But again, they're Lance and Kailee. Lance has a background in real estate. Kailee they own their own hair salon in Arizona, so they're really successful outside, but they're doing this business big. So just real quick, guys, just for the both of you, we're gonna ask you the first questions. It's gonna be interview style back and forth, but what's your guys' background and how does that play out? How did you guys get started? What's your guys' story about getting started with the event?
Yeah, you want to go first? Yeah. All right, so for me, my background I grew up dancing. So I was on the ASU dance team. I also went to cosmetology school while I was in high school. So by the time I graduated high school, I had my cosmetology license. Did that through college. After I graduated, I decided I wanted to do hair, focus on that, and then I opened up my own salon recently with my husband. So I obviously love doing hair. It's a passion of mine, but I also don't want to be standing on my feet until I'm 45 years old. So I also have a passion for traveling, and we grew up traveling all over the place. So my mom found this first, and I am so blessed that she found this and introduced me to it because it has changed our life, and 100% focusing on this. Hair's on the side now.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah, for me, I grew up having one dream. There was only one thing that mattered to me in my life, and that was playing professional baseball. I ended up achieving that dream. Made it all the way to the Seattle Mariners, was drafted in the 24th round out of University of Minnesota, by the Seattle Mariners. Got a paycheck to go play baseball. I achieved my dream, and then I got hurt. My elbow, I was throwing, close to 100 miles an hour, and my elbow just, gave out at me. I had Tommy John surgery. I met Kailee a week after I got hurt, which was a blessing. Here in Arizona, we actually met at a bar, so that's part of
God works in bars too.
Yeah, that's part of our story. But yeah, man, I just had one dream. That was the only thing I ever wanted to do. So once I got done playing baseball, I retired in July of 2018. My dream was shattered, and I had to pick up those pieces of what a broken dream feels like. So there's probably a lot of people on this call that wanted one thing in their life, and they didn't get it. So I've been there, and for me, picking up those pieces, it just started with a lot of personal development. It started with plugging into World Ventures and going into the events. And once I started to put the pieces together, I figured out, real estate really wasn't a passion of mine. It was just money that I was chasing. And that no matter how good at real estate I got, I would never have freedom, no matter how much money I made. So when I looked at this and I started following people like Terry Camp, and a lot of the multimillionaires, I figured out, you know what? This is the vehicle that I need. This is my new dream. And the Lord puts, different dreams for different purposes of our life, in our hearts. So I'm glad He repurposed my pain for a greater purpose for His calling.
Awesome, bro. That's legit right there. That's what's up.
That's awesome.
Ex-pro ball player, dancer. Hey, we didn't even know you could dance. That's crazy.
I know. I was so surprised. Like dancer.
So we're gonna be in town in January. That's pretty cool. But it's funny you say that, Lance, bro, because success is relative today, and throughout whatever you guys do in your guys' life, the principles that you take from baseball, the principles that you take from dancing, the principles that you take from school, everything discipline that has to do with success, it's all relative across the board. And when you guys came into World Ventures, you guys started applying that and using that to your guys' leadership. And now you guys, how long did it take you guys to, you guys been involved for however long, but it took you guys since the last event, what can I remember? A couple of months to get to the second level of residual income. And it had work. So you guys are on here. That's a Me Too statement, guys. You guys can always start from ground zero, always press reset. No matter how long you guys have been involved with World Ventures, just say, hey, I started getting serious on this date, and now, boom, 2, 3 months, 6 months, 90 days later, we hit a level in the company, and now we have success. So that's pretty awesome, guys. So,
yeah, funny you say that too, because Terry just reminded us how Lance quit 2 months after he started back 2.5 years ago, and I was the one that stayed in. Even though I wasn't doing anything with it, we were still traveling. So it took those events,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So as far as building goes, we'll get to the whole travel side later. But when you guys, you guys are actively building today, I'm sure I saw in the picture you guys are showing a plan outside of a truck. And,
That's right.
So as your team is growing faster and faster, and you guys are hitting the levels of residual income, and your team is growing on a rapid scale, how do you determine who to work with people that you want to build with, and how do you know that there's someone worth your time?
Yeah, so we're definitely looking for those that are teachable and coachable and that are ready to take action instead of just talk about the action. So we definitely learned that over time, how people need to earn our time and be ready to show those people instead of us trying to dig it out of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't force people to want to do this or spend time on it. So if they're not ready to spend some time on it, they're taking your phone calls, they're answering your text messages, they want to meet up for coffee, they want to build their list, they want to use the Rapid Funnel app, they want to learn how to do these things. Those are the people we spend time with. And Terry talks about this all the time. When you get those people, sometimes it's better to slow down for an hour, maybe an hour and a half with them, and really dive in to what they want and how to do it with them and show them the tools. Because if you slow down, you're ultimately, in this business, you're creating duplication. So if you can create yourself in somebody else just by taking some extra time with someone who's serious, you can have your business could double the next day. Like when we were in Coronado, our business, we hit senior rep and tier 1 lifestyle bonus. We didn't show that plan that day. That's duplication in our business. So it's awesome, and everyone's helping each other.
Yeah, no, that's really good, and it's key because for the time we were your experts until you guys did hit senior rep, even moving forward, you guys created that clear, crystal path for your people to really believe that you can take them to where they want to go. And with that, they trusted you enough, and they hopped on, they locked arms. So creating a clear, crystal path is super, super key, especially with your new people, since they are babies. You have to take care of them.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys are sorting through, because in this business we're not selling, we're sorting, and a lot of people in this business, they get frustrated because they can't find somebody who's willing to do something. And pretty much all the answer to that is activity cures all. So you need to start building yourself as a leader, start reaching out to more people so that you can find people that are willing to work with you. Because a lot of people get stuck and they say, hey, this is not working or whatever. is because they're moving too slow and they're focused on people that are doing nothing rather than focusing on trying to find new people that want to do something. Because, you know, obviously we're looking for the 2% out of the 98%, because most people are in this society today, we were programmed to fail, but we're designed to win. And because of the employee mindset, most people are employees. Most people own their own job, and not a lot of people are entrepreneurs. So we're reading through that, and that's a good thing that you guys are doing that and having that crystal clear path, like my wife said. So, so another question, real quick, guys. What's been the biggest challenge or the challenges in your business so far, and how are you guys overcoming it, if there is any challenges? I'm sure there are.
Biggest challenge for us, yeah, when we first started to take the business seriously back in April, so we had a large goal that we wanted to accomplish. We wanted to show 300 plans from April 13th to boot camp, which is, you know, a 90-day period, as you know, we build event to event. So we had this really large goal, and we accomplished about half of that goal. So we showed 150 people just about. It was half of what we wanted to do, which was still really, really good. The biggest challenge in that is we were leading nobody. So everyone quit. There was zero sustainability. Once we figured out from boot camp on, you know what? We need to lead people. We have to lead ourselves and slow down with them. We've almost had like 100% retention rate of people getting in. Yes, we've shown less people, but we're finding more quality rather than ripping through the presentations and not doing them right. The biggest challenge was we were not doing it right. We weren't coachable. We didn't do the three-way call. We didn't get the testimony. You know, we just didn't do a lot of the things that we were told to do. And we just showed the numbers.
Because we thought we didn't want to bother people because we were showing so many people, which was the worst mindset we could have had ever. Because that's the whole point, is to work as one big team. So.
Absolutely. And everyone's willing to help. I mean, you guys help me with 3 to 5 minute testimonies all the time, and it doesn't benefit your pocketbook. I mean, it will someday when I'm popping bottles with you.
Woo! Yeah, no, that's huge. And I hope you guys listen to what Kailee and Lance just said, especially what Lance said, is when people start coming to you and your team starts growing, that's great. But if you don't even know how to lead yourself, how are you going to lead other people on your team? It's like, these people are counting on you, and you told them that you would bring them somewhere, and yet you didn't do it. So that trust is gone. So really paying attention to the system that's already set in place with our business, with a three-way call, the testimonies, like the stories, using other people's stories are so powerful. I kid you not, we have so many people that we reached out to, our other upline leaders, to share their stories, and that's what allowed our personal or our prospect to sign up because of that. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, so mentioning the whole cloning yourself, like Lance was talking about earlier, just imagine if you yourself, like your team will only do only 20% of what you do. And if you're cloning yourself, this is like Lance said earlier, this is a business that duplicates and clones. And if you, the leader, is doing a whole lot of nothing, then a whole lot of nothing is happening in your team.
Yeah.
So as a leader, you have to do above and beyond, and knowing that your team will only do even 20%, if that, of what you're doing. So, and especially what you said, Lance, earlier, you guys been coming to events, you guys been applying, but you had learned all the material, like on a classroom standpoint, and you probably have it in your notes or something. But the biggest mistakes that people do in this business, they go to the events, they go to the RTs, they go to the big events, and they never apply it. They never like actually do the three-way call. They never actually do the testimony. They never actually do the live presentation. They never learn the presentation because they want microwave success. And in this business, you have to apply yourself. You have to be willing. You have to do effort. You have to be coachable. And you got to do these so-called little things that are easy to do and easy not to do, but in reality, you will get paid millions of dollars with these skill sets. These skill sets will pay you out millions of dollars. So that was really powerful, bro. So yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
So, as a couple building the business, what are the pros and what are the cons, or like anything that you guys faced that were like challenges? How did you overcome it? Or even do you guys have struggles right now that you're trying to overcome?
I think for us, the pros are just that we both have different strengths and weaknesses, so we can kind of work with each other based off of what Lance is stronger in and what I'm stronger in. So I think that's our strengths. But we were trying to think of, challenges. Do you got any challenges?
Yeah, 100%. You know, when you build it as a couple, you know, we're so invested in this business. You know, outside of the business, we have a life, and if our relationship's hot or cold, or we're working on something that's bringing us down or uplifting us, that'll affect our business too.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Our temperature in our relationship affects our enthusiasm in the business.
I also think too, since we are so focused on this right now, and we also have the salon and a little bit of real estate, we were doing a bad job of making sure that we had time together to just focus on each other and our relationship. So we set kind of some like a reward system, kind of like we sign up someone, we go for a coffee date the next day, just so that we make sure that we make that time together, and it's not always so focused on business, you know?
Yeah, celebrating
our like little successes, you know?
If you want, you know, to be a multi-millionaire, well, you got to make $1,000, then you got to make $2,000, then 5, then 10, then 50, you know? So you gotta climb. But if you never celebrate, you know, tier 1 lifestyle bonus at $200, if you never celebrate that, then you get lost that you're far behind, but you're really not. You're just making your way towards what you want out of life.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. You know, doubling down on your strengths, especially as husband and wife, that's really key, and we resonate with that a lot.
We do exactly that, trust me.
Yes.
As far as your guys' you know, Terry tells us all the time, create those small goals and create the goals that you cannot miss every single day. And whether it be looking at your vision board, reciting your power statement, you know, getting those exposures in, those are the key things that will keep you in the game so that you never fall off. And even as leaders, you know, we can get jaded, we can get complacent with not listening to the audios, you know, not doing all these things. But in a time where, you know, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired and being over our situation, and on top of that, the wave is coming, the tides are rising, and the boats will all rise. We're gonna have that, you know, urgency to do it, because a lot of people who get complacent, even get in a plateau in this business, they just don't have urgency. They don't feel the call to action to actually go talk to somebody. But yeah, so the reward system, it's an audio, guys. It's called "Feed the Idiot" by Byron Schrog, and he says you need to reward the idiot, meaning you gotta go, hey, if you get 3 people in, you're gonna go see a movie with your spouse, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing those millionaire habits, which is pretty dope. So kudos to you guys for show.
Woo! Okay. So the next one is, what would you say to people who are single right now and they feel like they have the need for a spouse to do this, or to do the business like you guys? What would be your take on it and advice that you would give them?
I think instead of focusing on that you need someone else, just use that to your advantage, that you're single, you have so many strengths. Use those to your advantage instead of focusing on what you don't have, because you don't need a spouse to do this. You can totally do this on your own.
Yeah, 100%. So whatever you think, you get. I need a spouse. I can't do this without a spouse. You get that. That's what you get. But if you say, I can do this without a spouse, I'm going to win, I'm going to be an IMD without a spouse, you'll get that. So thoughts become emotions, emotions become action, action become results. So start putting it in your head that you have an advantage, because you do. You know, sometimes it slows us down when we're working on our relationship. That is a necessary thing for our relationship and for our business, that we slow down and spend time together. As someone who's single, woo, if you want this life, it can happen in 10 months.
Yeah.
That's how freaking fast.
Boom, baby.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So, real quick, so if I'm not mistaken, Kailee, your mom introduced you to the World Ventures, right?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. So they do the business and they travel with you guys also.
Yep.
Okay. So same with us. Like my parents, they're the ones who introduced it to me. It's pretty much the same story. And then, you know,
Yeah.
we're here. So a lot of things, things I get, especially with people, especially young people that are here on the call, on the team, they have unsupportive parents. And, you know, they don't understand.
Yes.
They're like, yo, you're going to go to jail. Like, what are you doing? Go get a job. Like, what would you say to those people, especially the young people that maybe they still live
Well,
in?
funny. Yeah, funny that you say that, because that's the reason why Lance quit the first time, because his parents were 100% against it and thought we were crazy.
Yeah.
So
Actually, it's really funny. So when I was 18 years old, one of my best friends today took me to a network marketing event. I fell in love with it. I was on fire. It was called Evolve. It's a health and wellness product. I saw the vision. I clearly saw I could make tons of money. I was 18 years old. It was my freshman year of college. I told my dad about it because I wasn't making any money. I was a college baseball player. And he said, no, you're not going to do that business, but, you know, I'll let you use the products. So I used the products, but, you know, I always remembered those big events that I went to with my buddy. And he's killing it. He lives out here in Arizona now, and at one point was making $15,000 a month with that company, and still makes $5,000 or $6,000 residual with it. But, you know, my dad, he worked at Wells Fargo, you know, for 30 plus years. You know, by the end of his career was making anywhere from $350,000 to $500,000 a year. So he had a really successful career doing the same exact, you know, job, which was amazing. So for him, when I came to him with network marketing, you know, it totally was not, he called it a pyramid scheme, you know, as I'm excited about it. So 2 years ago, when I saw this, I was still playing professional baseball. You know, I quit like 2 days later. And Kailee.
Yeah, I was
Kailee
like, what the hell? You're going to listen to your parents?
Yeah, Kailee kept the business position and the membership. Thank the Lord she did.
Yeah, I said, I'll travel without you then.
Because two years later, our business had 178 people in it. We'd had just waived our fees. So anyway, long story short, we hit senior rep, and guess who sat down with Terry this afternoon asking about the business? My dad. So you guys take action. You make the results happen. My dad saw that on Facebook, and he reached out to me and said, hey, I want to learn how to do the business.
Yeah, he saw that we hit senior rep. So
shut them up. So you go and do something about it. They'll shut them up. If you don't do anything,
goosebumps right now.
Fire.
Yeah, you shut them up. You shut your
bro.
freaking parents up. Go do it. Go do what you say you're going to do. You're going to go be a millionaire. Go do it and take action.
Whew. Amen,
yeah.
brother. That's what's up. All right. There's 3 rules in World Ventures, guys. Get excited. Pay attention. Get excited. Never quit. And man, they are a true testimony of never quit. But man, I mean, dude, like Lance is the definition of excited. I think God is his like middle name, bro. Like, in this video, you'll hear it. So, all right, guys. Real quick. So yeah, you guys been involved with this. You guys hit the level of senior rep, which is an extra $500 up to $500 a month, and you guys are killing this thing. So how important, and obviously you guys are obviously personally developed because you guys already have that leadership from other things. How important is that? Do you think is personal development in creating that environment for you're not just your success, but for the people that you bring in, your team. How has that affected you in your life? And if you have any recommendations of this type of things that you listen to or read, then hit that up.
Yeah. Well, you know, once I got into real estate, I knew that was going to be important, but it definitely wasn't my driving factor. So maybe like the last 7 or 8 months, you know, once I started talking to people that were making millions of dollars doing this, they just said, you got to do personal development. You got to do personal development. You got to do personal development. So I was like, well, what does that mean? So I started reading books, doing the audios, and, you know, days, weeks, months would go by, and, you know, I'm not changing. I'm thinking nothing's happening. And you know what? Everything was happening because my subconscious mind was being impacted by the things that I was putting in it. And I was starting to, you know, figure out my puzzle and figure out what was really going on inside my heart and, you know, what was going on inside my head and how I could change the way that I think, which will change the way that I feel, which will change the actions, which will change the results. And once I put everything together, you know, it's like the floodgates opened. And that would have never happened had I not continued to stay consistent with it every single day. Reading personal development books, listening to Tony Robbins, Ed Milet, Dr. Joe Dispenza, you know, people who understand the mind and how we think, and then reading those types of books. And then putting everything together, going to an event, changing your state. So the reason you don't remember anything from school is because you were in a state of boredom. So, you know, emotions create memories. So if you have no emotion and your state is boredom, you don't remember anything. So when you change your state and you go to an event, you will remember that information because your state was changed. You want to be there, so you're going to remember more. So when I go to the events, oh my gosh, I remember so much information that carries me for months in this business to keep going. So if you're not at the events, you don't want to be a millionaire, because every single millionaire in this company are at the event, sitting in the front row, telling you how to do what you want. So spend $150. Just do it.
Boom.
Awesome.
Wow. Oh, that was a nugget. I'm gonna take that.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What Lance said.
So real quick, how have the events impacted your life and your business, and why are they super, super important for reps to attend? And if you guys can also help us promote the next RTE in happening December 7th.
Tell them how good it is. Like, just tell them it's
Yeah.
good. Like, you know.
I mean, that's what honestly completely changed our business 100%. I mean, when we first got in, my mom kept like going to all these events, telling us you gotta go, and we're just like blowing her off. Like, why do you have to go and pay all this money and go and listen to these people? But we had no idea what they were like insane. And I wish that we would have started going right when we started the business, because we would be at a totally different spot than we are today. Would you not agree with that?
100%.
Yeah.
Just spend the money.
Like,
Go.
get to that RTE.
You have to.
These leaders, these trainers are coming to our state. Like, there's no reason that you should not be there.
Yeah.
It's one day and the weekend. Like, come to Phoenix, come party. I mean,
yeah, it's the best. And you're around great people. That's true as well. You
Yeah.
gotta surround yourself with people that want to win. And
yeah, for sure.
hang out with the cream of the crop. You know what? Whew! You get closer to them, you get closer to what they have. So go to the freaking events.
Yeah. No questions about it.
Yep.
Just do
You
it.
guys heard the saying, when you invest your wallet, your money into your mind, the personal development, then your mind starts filling up your wallet.
Yes.
Right? That's like,
Yes, girl.
Preach.
All right. Yeah. Obviously, that's super, super key. And as you guys know, as far as the team goes, this business is not all about just doing the reps and sets, like just doing the presentation, showing the videos. It's all about in between your ears. Like, this business is all about 80% pretty much is in between your ears. 20% is all like just the physical stuff. So it's more mental rather than physical. And yeah, and you guys are doing just that. So obviously you guys hit senior rep, and your guys' next goal is the next rank. So how is your run right now today on November 5th?
fourth.
Looking like your next goal? Like, what's your next goal? What's your next rank? And what does it look like for you guys right now?
Yeah. So, you know, we just did senior reps. So you know what? I am a director. January 24th. That's our next goal. So Kailee and I, we've been running since we got back. Here's a big nugget here. We need to take the time to sit down and figure out the exact numbers. We know exactly what we need, but let's break it down even further. How many surveys equal presentations, equal signups, equal lineage of our team as well? So once we know those exact numbers, we still got to sit down and do that.
We know what we need, but we're going to break down that.
But we need to break that down even further to know we need to get director. Maybe it's 467 surveys equals X amount of presentations equals the amount of people that we need to get in. So once we know those, it's a clear path. So we just got to sit down and do that. But yeah, we know we're going for director. That's already done.
Yeah.
Woo! See you guys on that stage in your hometown.
Hey.
That's right.
Better do it. Home court advantage. All right. So yeah, guys, you guys mentioned the surveys on the Rank Up app, the Rapid Funnel. So what are you guys doing in particular that's working for you guys as far as the Rapid Funnel, the Rank Up app, and or the Dream Giver card? You guys have any tips because I know right now we're just 2 weeks into the Dream Giver savings card. How does it work for you guys? If you guys are even using it to the fullest extent, how's it looking for you guys right now?
Halloween text.
Oh yeah,
we're honestly trying out a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about what's working right now?
Yeah. So really, for us, what we try to do is just build rapport online or via text message or phone call or Facebook, and just start talking to people, about who they are, what they like to do in their business. And then, just ask them to take a quick survey. That's it. We plug them into a survey. And then, based upon the answers, we hit them with a quick 2-minute video. After that, we're trying to engage with them a little bit more and then book the presentation with the $100 card. So one thing that we did, people that hadn't been responding or anything like that, we sent out, a happy Halloween text to, 40 or 50 people. And
that had already
that had already
watched the video.
Yep, that already watched the video saying that they qualified for a $100 giveaway. I mean, that got us, a bunch more presentations lined up.
Yeah, we booked a lot of appointments with that.
So that worked
because we put a limited time, so we said now until November 4th. So that worked.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's what's up.
I like that.
All right, guys. Well, that's all for the questions. If you guys have anything else to share, if not, just tell them where to find you guys on social media via Instagram or Facebook, and then we'll wrap it up.
All
yeah,
right.
Thank you guys so much at Lanny T42 and at K-Bug.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's go.
So we're so grateful for you guys. Thank you guys for taking the time to speak some life into the team and inspiring people from all around the world. And this is going to be recorded, so everybody, anyone that wants to see who's the latest and the hottest in the game right now, they're going to see what's going on with you guys for sure. And we'll see you guys on stage at Momentum. Woo! Let's get it. So we're going to sign out right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
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 Fire.
Love you.
Hey, bro. I'll talk to you later.